What up, YouTube? It's Misery Hates Company. In this video, I want to talk about some leaks that are actually given to us by the developers of Marvel Future Revolution. In fact, they were in the live stream when they showed us all of Scarlet Witch's skills, her gear, and her recommendation. And I feel like we all missed it. And I don't know what made me go back and watch this live stream, but I'm glad I did because now I can give you guys a potential leak as to what some content is that's coming to the game in the very near future, at least in my opinion, based off different timelines. But without any other delay, let's go ahead and jump right into the video because I'm very excited to share this with you guys. Let's jump straight into it. All right, so like I said, this was actually from the last live stream we had on the official Marvel Future Revolution Discord. Now, they're getting ready to show us the Midgardia skin. Now, listen very carefully.
Next one is Midgardia. So what is Midgardia?
Right here.
Well, as many as those that have played might know, Midgardia is where the Asgardians settled on primary Earth in order to rebuild their own homeland. And you have a whole bunch of interactions regarding Thor, the Frost Giants, Fenris Wolf, and even Loki, who you might see somewhere else in the very near future in regards to our game.
Yeah, Loki has...
What? Hold on a minute. Now, wait a minute. So if you don't know who this gentleman is in the middle, I actually forgot his name, but he is actually he is actually part of Danny's team. So he does help oversee the development of this game. He's not part of Netmarble. He's not part of Netmarble, but he's part of Marvel itself. But you've noticed, so I'm a very non-verbal person. So basically, he makes it very clear. Look at that face. He knows what he just did. He makes it clear that we will see Loki more in our game. He specifically says at the very end there, our game, referring to Marvel Future Revolution. Now, Danny almost immediately reacts, right? Look at that face. He is upset. Listen to Danny's response.
Appearing everywhere, right? Even as recent as, like, I think it was an April Fool's event. Like, he just showed up. He's like, what's up? Like, what? Want some trick?
Yeah.
Can't have April Fools without Loki.
So, Danny's nonverbals touches his face. He's very nervous. He's like, oh, God. It looked like that was unscripted, like he actually wasn't supposed to say that. So I think this is actually a little bit of a hat tip in the direction of what we should expect in this game coming forward. So Loki, this could be a couple different things. So Loki coming to the game could mean that the next area in the game has to do with Midgardia to a certain degree, or at least has Loki as like the main villain. Or what if Loki is the next playable hero? That would be insane. That would open the door to a lot of different things, right? So we already have Thor as a playable hero, right? We have the Thor movie coming out in about 2 months. Now, they could tip the hat at Loki as being a playable hero, or we could just be getting Thor, and maybe we get Thor as a playable hero, and then he fights or plays with Loki in the story of MFR and his little intro thing like we just saw Scarlet Witch do with Vision. So I think this is a pretty obvious tell that something with the new Thor movie is happening. So this also could just mean that Loki's coming in as a companion, which would be unfortunate. I mean, it's probably more predictable that he's coming as a companion, but it also could be on a bigger scale, especially the way the words that he used to describe it in a more bigger way coming into the game. That makes it sound like it could be maybe either Thor or Loki as the next playable hero. I don't know for sure, obviously. I'm just literally watching what is public and giving my own little twist to it, in my opinion. But I do think it's interesting that he put so much emphasis on Loki. And then Danny's reaction is, and then he's like, oh yeah, I mean, Loki's already in the game now. Like he popped up on the April Fool's event. So he just kind of like downplays it a little bit. Whereas the middle gentleman definitely makes it clear that he's coming to the game in some sort of fashion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I am very excited about this. I personally love Loki as a character. If he was a playable character, that would just be phenomenal. I think there were so many cool things he could do with Loki. I think it is kind of unlikely, but maybe we get Thor or Loki as a playable hero, like I said, or just a companion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But this is very exciting stuff.